Well, Matt, have you had plenty of time now to reflect on Tuesday's result? Does it seem an even better one now you've had that couple of days?
I think the performance I was a lot happier with when I watched it back. I thought there were certainly elements that, again, watch back, spoke about with the players about how we could, I don't know the right word, how we could have better affect them at times, and how by doing that it would have negated some of the issues that we encountered. And their little tweaks within it, and I think it was a really good opportunity to learn from that and see how, if we don't do that, if we don't engage that little bit higher, and if we do stand up trying to protect a little bit, how it can affect us. I think as we grew into the game, we got to grips with that. And the second half, first 25 minutes of the second half, I felt like it was one-way traffic watching it back. Really positive in terms of the way we went about it. So sometimes as a coach, as a manager, it's good to see the adjustments that the lads made, and how we then implemented that as it went on. So yeah, I was pleased. I was pleased with a lot of the game. Obviously the little moments didn't quite go our way in terms of, that key moment of the opportunities that we had on the night didn't quite take. But I had to be pleased with in terms of the work. They worked their socks off. They gave absolutely everything again. And in my opinion, we backed up the game against Bradford against a different team. I think they're a good team. They've got some really good attacking players. They've spent a hell of a lot of money there. I think it was two good teams giving it a bit of a ding-dong, and that's how it ended up with 0-0.
You mentioned about the players learning. They seem to be doing it after every game, and as a head coach, that can only be a pleasing aspect for you as well, that the group are constantly learning on the job.
Yeah, well, that was the second game we played in new shape, 4-2-3-1, as we know, second game in doing that, and it was against the back four in the first game we played against with Bradford, and then against the back three as it was against MK Dons. So there are little tweaks that need to be made with that, and obviously we spoke about that building into the game. Of course we did. Sometimes you got to feel it when you're out there, and sometimes when you just have that little bit of a hesitation of when to go and press, it can then add on and knock on into it causing you more of a problem if you just released and went. And I thought that's what it was for the first 25-30 minutes. I thought we were a little bit hesitant of when to go and engage their outside centre halves, for the right reasons in the lads' mind, but for the wrong kind of impact that it gave. So again, once we got to grips with that, which I thought we did as the half wore on, and then spoke about it in at half time, I thought for me it was had a really positive impact on the game, and I thought our intensity levels rose because of that. Again, then the next things are securing that first pass, and when we did that, we broke their lines a hell of a lot. When we didn't do that, it gave the momentum back to them. So, of course, loads of things that you see, and can we improve on that even better if next time? But there were loads of pleasing things as well.
Moving into this weekend's game against Sutton, under no illusions that they're bottom of the league, but they're still a very good side, aren't they?
Sutton have, they know what the league's all about. They know exactly what it's about. They haven't started it in the way that they would want to start it. But again, in the build-up to the MK Dons game, got to watch Sutton in that game and had a right ding-dong with them in that game. They've fallen the other side of results at times this season that could have quite easily gone the other way. So I'm under absolutely no illusions of how difficult a place it is to go to Sutton away, and two manager and assistant manager there who will be trying to get absolutely everything out of their players to turn things around for them. So it will be, as it always is in this level, in this league, it will be a tough game. We have to be right on top of it, right on top of ourselves to impact and affect the game. And we have to go there under no illusions whatsoever that it'll be a tough game, and we have to be right on top of ourselves. But again, as it always is for us, it's always about focusing on us, what we can do, how we want to hurt the opposition, and that's how we'll approach the game.
You've mentioned on a number of occasions so far this season that different games suit different players, and there are plenty of players chomping at the bit to take their chance when given it as well, aren't there?
Yeah, and let's see, it might be an opportunity to do that with third game in a week, and the third of two previously to that, tough games where the lads have given absolutely everything in both of those games, and we've had positive results in both of them. We go into this weekend's game now with the ability to freshen it up if we want to do that, and I've got players that are chomping at the bit to be part of that and to play. So it's up to me to make the right decisions of where do I freshen it, and who do I freshen it up with, but we have the ability to do that.
Because you've seen when players do get their opportunities, we mentioned Joe Riley on Tuesday night as well as Remote, that then it gives you even more good selection headaches, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd throw Ross into that mix as well. I think Ross has done that too. I think Harry's done well when Harry's played. That's what I want to create. I want to create a building, a culture, an environment where if you're not in the team, you're absolutely desperate to get into the team, and then when your opportunity comes, you better have been doing everything you can in that time to be ready for when your opportunity does come. I believe that's what I've got. I believe I've got a group of people, and I think you could see that on Tuesday night, that are and were absolutely desperate to do well and to win games and to come on the right side of results. And that's the environment and culture I'm setting here, and that's what I want it to be. There's no set places for anybody, and it's all about working and earning your right to play in the team, and that will continue to be the method that I adopt all season.
Injury-wise, Prissy seems to be edging that a little bit closer. We've still got the longer-term injuries of Jack and Brandon Comley. They're also edging, closer to that return, aren't they?
Yeah, they both are. Both coming along really well. Both Priestley and Brandon, and it'll be welcome. It will be a welcome back for Combs. It's been a little bit of a time out for Combs, but he's not far off, and he's getting closer. We've obviously got that game on Tuesday night as well, where that's getting closer. Rollins getting closer as well. So some of those boys that have been out for a bit of time, they're starting to work their way back into the group. Tails will be available after this game. And sorry, David, he's with Stoke at the moment, so he won't be available, but won't be a million miles off. So yeah, great for me, and I want more selection headaches. That's what I want. I want more options to play and to affect different games that will come. Yeah, if we just look at the week that we've had, Bradford gave us a different challenge to MK Dons. Sutton will give us a different challenge to Bradford and MK Dons. So different horses for different courses.
On a final note, Liam Gordon getting another international call. Look, testament to him for what he's put in, and a clear reward for him at this point go into two very important games for his country.
Yeah, Liam is an incredible human being. He's plays the game with exactly the way I want it to be played. I think you saw on Tuesday night the effort and the athleticism that he put into the game. Was brilliant to see, and he plays it all with a smile on his face. He wants to win football matches. He's desperate to, and it's only right that he gets this accolade of playing for his country. And I think I've got a couple of others that may not be too far away from as well. And hopefully they get that ability in the future to represent their country. And for me, that's one of the proudest things as a coach that you do. It sends them players off with their best wishes of representing their country, and listen, it makes us shorter. In that respect, I wish he wasn't, but I've got players that can come back in and welcome him back when he comes back. And as I say, for me, it's a sign that we're doing things right. He's doing things right, and I hope there's more opportunities for him and others to come.